some line to delight. Next to our tree that shines so bright in the night. A Grinchmas treat is in store for you with your storytime host, Miss Cindy Lou Who.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Fizzy. Everyone say bye, Fizzy. He's my best friend. And Mr. Grinch, too. They're both my best friends. Hi, everyone.
Come join Cindy, everybody.
5 feet tall. I'm going to read my favorite story to you all about my best friend whose heart grew 3 sizes. His name's Mr. Grinch. Have we met him before? Yeah. It's called How the Grinch Stole Christmas by Dr. Seuss. And I even have a very special guest with me, Mr. Grinch himself, who's going to help me tell it. Can everyone say hi, Mr. Grinch? What's that, Mr. Grinch? Oh, he said hello to everyone. Are you ready to tell the story, Mr. Grinch? Okay, me too. Every Who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot, but Mr. Grinch, who lived just north of Whoville, did not. Mr. Grinch hated Christmas the whole Christmas season, but please don't ask why, no one quite knows the reason. It could be his head wasn't screwed on just right. It could be perhaps that his shoes were too tight. But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small, for he knew every Who down in Whoville beneath was busy now hanging the mistletoe wreath. And they're hanging their stockings, he snarled with a sneer. Tomorrow is Christmas, it's practically here. Then he growled with his Grinch fingers nervously drumming, I must find some way to stop Christmas from coming. So he got an idea. An awful idea. Mr. Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea. I know just what to do, the Grinch laughed in his throat. And he made a quick Sandy Claus hat and a coat. And he chuckled and chuckled. What a great Grinchy trick. With this coat and this hat, I'll look just like St. Nick. All I need is a reindeer. Mr. Grinch looked around, but since reindeer are scarce, there are none to be found. But did that stop Mr. Grinch? No, Mr. Grinch simply said, if I can't find a reindeer, I'll make one instead. So he called his dog Max, and he took some red thread, and he tied a big fern on top of his head, and he loaded some bags and some old empty sacks on a ramshackle sleigh, and he hitched up old Max. Then Mr. Grinch said, giddy up, and the sleigh started down toward the homes where the Who's lay a snooze in their town. He slid down the chimney, a rather tight pinch, but if Santa could do it, then so could Mr. Grinch. Then he slithered and slunk, with a smile most unpleasant, around the whole room, and he took every present. He cleaned out the icebox as quick as a flash. Why, Mr. Grinch even took their last can of Who hash. Then he stuffed all the food up the chimney with glee. And now, grinned the Grinch, I will stuff up the tree. So he did the same thing to all the other Who houses, leaving crumbs much too small for the other Who mouses. It was 1/4 dawn, all the Who's still abed, all the Who's still a snooze while he packed up his sled. 3,000 feet up the side of Mount Crumpet, he rode with his load to the tip-top to dump it. Pooh, pooh, to the Who's he was grinchiously humming. They're finding out now that no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up, I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open a minute or two. Then the Who's down in Whoville will all cry, boo-hoo. That's a noise, grinned the Grinch, that I simply must hear. So he paused, and Mr. Grinch put his hand to his ear. Oh, do you hear it, Mr. Grinch? And he did hear a noise rising over the snow. It started in low, and it started to grow. But the sound wasn't sad, why, this sound sounded glad. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. Somehow or other, it came just the same. Oh, but Mr. Grinch, with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags. Then he puzzled and puzzled till his puzzler was sore, and Mr. Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Oh, maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. Oh, and what happened then, Mr. Grinch? Well, here in Whoville they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day. And the true meaning of Christmas came through. And Mr. Grinch found the strength of 10 Grinches, plus 2. With a smile in his soul, he descended Mount Crumpet, cheerily blowing hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo on his trumpet. He rode into Whoville and brought back their toys. He brought back the flute to the Who girls and boys. He brought everything back, all the food for the feast, and he himself, the Grinch, carved the roast beef. Welcome Christmas, bring your cheer, cheer to all who's far and near. Christmas Day is in our grasp, so long as we have hands to clasp. Christmas Day will always be just as long as we have we. Welcome Christmas while we stand, heart to heart and hand in hand. How the Grinch Stole Christmas by Dr. Seuss. The end. Thank you everyone. Thank you all for visiting me. I hope you have a wonderful